Here, in my opinion, are the top three worst maps in Siege as of 2025. And note these will not count casual maps like Fortress and Favela and Stadium because those would literally all be in the top three. So these will all be ranked. And starting off at number three, we have Canal, which probably to many people will not be a surprise. I mean, the only moderately like enjoyable site to play on the second floor, and even then, like the layout, not great. It's not that bad. It's just not great. Most of, if not the entirety of this map, is pretty attacker sided, except for second floor. But I'm not here to talk about second floor because it's not that bad of a site. But one thing I do absolutely hate about second floor, it is literally so easy to get ran out on from the other stairwell over there. Like if you're breaching the wall over there, like someone can just run out on the stairs and swing and kill you. It happens a lot. I haven't personally died to it in a while, but a lot of my team, like whenever I'm on a team, they'll usually die to it a lot. And honestly, I've probably died to it. I just probably can't remember. But overall, and if you're like on this, like it's so easy to get killed from these windows. But also, you could also die if you're on defense from these windows. It's a very open site. It's very weird. The layout's not very good. But I want to go ahead and move on to the both the first four sites. Like these sites are atrocious. They suck. Like there's really not much to say else about them. But they're very open. Like a ton of walls are soft, so it's very easy to breach. And I mean that's just one thing about this site. It's very big, very open, very easy to breach, and it's just very awkward. Like, what is this? What is this layout? Like, I fail to understand. Also, like, what is this room? And like, I don't know. I just look at the layout of this map. Like, no, I don't know many players who actually enjoy the layout of this map. And another thing, when you are attacking on this site, and sometimes it doesn't work. A lot of the times it does, or like it's just weird. But spawn peeking is so insanely common from this room right here. Like this might be the most common spawn peeking like site in the game. I've never seen a map that is more like spawn peeking favored like in this game. This is out of every single map I see most spawn peekers shooting from either here or bridge over there. It's so common. Other second floor, or excuse me, other first floor site sucks. I mean, it's basically the same reason as that. The layout is super weird, and it's I don't know. It's just all right. Now moving on to basement. This one is it's okay. It's not terribly hard to win on defense if you're not doing, but like if like even two of your teammates die, it's just so easy to take side because again, this is a very attacker sided map, and it's very open. It's very weird, and even attacking's weird because it's just like the layout's awkward. Like anyone could be flanking from anywhere. It's just kind of chaotic and all over the place. And like, what the actual frick is this? I mean, I guess it does spice things up a little bit. Like if you want to run some different strats. Like I've flanked from here a couple of times, and one time I died to a diamond player that immediately heard it and shot me in the head with an SMG-12. So one time I got it off and like killed 3 people. But I guess some randomness is fun every now and then. But on this, it is not, and it is just a weird side. It's just a weird side in general. So yeah, this is number 3 on
You have
my
been
worst
spotted.
maps list. At number 2, we have Tower. This might be an interesting pick to some people, but for me, I think second floor. I think this is fine right here on. I forgot what these two sites are called, honestly, but I think this is the only site like on this map that it's like genuinely enjoyable because I do like this site, but literally every other site besides this one is not very great. I think the other second floor site is okay, but the two downstairs sites both are absolutely terrible. I mean, it's just like what I like. My least favorite sites in this game are the ones that have weird layouts. This has a weird layout. What is this? Like, this tiny room right here where a bomb is like, I think right here to be exact. And then there's this giant lobby right here. There's this huge soft wall. There's this other huge soft wall. I mean, it's not huge, but it's, again, these two first floor sites are like wildly attacker sided. And now, this site over here, this site right here, might be the most attacker sided site in the game. It is so easy to just rush in and play it. Like every single match I've ever had where we end up playing on this site has always ended within the span of like a minute or less. I Matches will end so quick, usually in attacker, in being attacker favored. Like so easy to rush in and plant, so easy to frag out on. It's just kind of ridiculous. There's like one close match I had that one time, but definitely an outlier. Now, this is a very mid site up here, uh, but I do think sometimes it can be like decent to play on defense. It's not terrible on defense. Attackers, it depends. I'd say it is kind of hard to attack from, but not like I mentioned in the other video about, sites that are, defender sided but are fun to attack on. This is not one of them. It's kind of weird. It's just kind of an awkward layout again. Like this whole map is very awkward. I don't know. There's just something about this map that just grosses me out. It's just weird, and don't, I don't have any reason why. It's just weird. I don't like it. I've never really liked it that much. I've like sometimes enjoyed defending on it, but that's silly. I don't think I've ever had a round where like I like attacking. But overall, it's just kind of weird. It's mid most of the time, and then like the other, small percentage of the time, it's like okay, and bolt like or sucks. So it's just kind of weird. But that's just me for Skyscraper. At number one, I think this is going to surprise a lot of people. I have Villa. I absolutely hate this site. I think it is the most overrated map in the game, and I think it just flat out sucks. This site sucks. The other site suck. Like I genuinely, there's not one good redeeming quality of this map. Like I genuinely don't get it. The only like this site right here, very attacker sided. This whole map is like honestly mainly attacker sided, but it's like easy to roam on too, so it's weird. Like there are some sites in this game that I feel are hard to attack on and hard to defend on. And most of them are literally on this map. This one map is the most inconsistent, and a lot of other Siege creators, like I think one time Anifex said it, they're very inconsistent maps. Like sometimes you'll have a great game, and sometimes you'll have a terrible game. Like for me, I will always have a terrible game on this map. Like it just sucks. I don't know what about it. I guess the second floor, like on this site, isn't terrible, but it is just not good. Everyone will attack from wherever the frick this room is right here. Everyone always will either run Ash or Ace, get these walls open. There's always going to be some rando roaming in the hallway right here. It's going to get smoked from peeking this doorway or the window over there. Um, it's very easy to attack the site and plant. And I like this room just sucks. Why are there so many soft walls? Here, 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 here. Like, why? Alright, this one, like, this might be one of my least favorite sites in the game. Like, I hate this site so much. There's just something weird about attacking and defending on it. Like, what the actual frick is this right here? Why, I, like, attackers can rappel down, even though it, like, rarely ever happens. Like, I always feel like it is, and when I'm least expecting it, I always feel like I'm going to, like, get shot in the back and die. I don't know. There's just something weird about it. There's, like, there's this big bathroom with this massive soft wall right here. I don't know why. There's this just huge bedroom right here that the attackers could walk in from. Of course, again, there's like this random, like, I don't even know what you call this, just sit right here in the middle of the site. And then, of course, there's the hallway. I mean, this isn't a huge issue, but it's just weird. Like, the layout sucks. Again, I am ranking these maps a lot that has to do with these rankings or how, like, good the layout of these maps are. But as we move down to the first four sites, this one isn't terrible as it isn't as bad as the other one. The other one I'm going to get to in a second. This one is still weird though. It's not. It's very rarely picked if it at all you ever get to play like first floor on this map because usually you'll lose one of the three before you get the first floor. But these two sites they're weird, very inconsistent. It's just like again and like you play on it so little that you really don't know what to expect. Like it's just such a weird site. Like I don't know. I don't have any strategies for Villa. Like it's just I don't know. Everything's just weird here. It's like pure chaos. There's no order and structure to this map. It's just all in shambles. And now we have another pretty terrible site. I want to ask everybody in the dev team, like when you are playing a site that looks like this, like what do you think? Like it's just all over the place. I yeah, I can't really go into detail about why it's bad, but like I just see this and I throw up. Like I did. There's got to be something we could have thought of that was better. I, I I mean, there's a bomb in here, which this site right here isn't terrible, but like the fact that this exists, like this whole room, the just mumbo jumbo, whatever, exists with one of the bombs being here, it literally drags it down with it. If this were a lone site, it would be the best on this map, but it's not. It's so weird. I just grosses me out. And I want to say one more thing before I end this video. Here, there's an entire basement that is not used as a site. Like, look at the wine cellar here. It's huge. This place is literally huge. There's a softball. Like, from what it looks like, this was intended. From what it looks like, this was intended to be a site at one point. I don't know what happened to it, but it's not. I, I don't know. This area is only used to like reroute if you're an attacker wanting to like flank from somewhere else or push from somewhere else and not get noticed. That's literally the only purpose this serves. I think what Ubisoft should do like in the future is I think they should remove this site and move it to basement. I think a basement on Villa might actually make this map a little bit better. Because, like, what the actual frick is the point of the basement on this map? It just exists. Like, again, yeah, it looks like at one point it was in the layout to be a site, but it, like, just didn't happen. I don't know. Like, this, would it make it will still be a bad site, but again, I mean, you can't get much worse than some of the other sites up there. So, like, what the frick? I mean, to put it in short, this map is insanely overrated by a lot of people. I see a lot of people saying they like this map, but there's also a lot of people that hate this map, and rightfully so. It's a complete disaster. Uh, I would not be mad at all if this got moved to quick match or like standard only, because it sucks. I think it needs to go to standard and quick match where it belongs. So, yeah. Well, that's about all I got for today. See you later. Bye.